In a country recently attacked by aliens, a survivor, Cassie, walked into a gas station to pick up some needed items. As she shopped, she heard a man calling for help. She went nearer to the man, and he was holding a gun, so she asked him to drop his gun. She saw the man had another hidden hand, so she asked him to bring out his hand. As he attempted to, she saw a shiny object and assumed it to be a gun, so she shot for that time. Cassie was a young student whose best friend was Liz, and she had a school crush named Ben. She was kind. She talked with her crush a little, then went home. Before sleeping, she checked up on her brother Sam on his bed. The academic calendar continued until a fateful day. While all the sports students were on the field, one of the students tried to show her friends a picture on her phone, and soon all the students gathered in groups, and they all checked the picture. An alien spaceship was cycling toward their country, which settled in Ohio, Cassie's hometown. Upon getting home that day, she and her family went to look at this spaceship. Their neighbors packed away because they were scared, and the classroom became scanty. One day in class, they noticed a power outage on every electrical appliance. That was the first wave of the attack. Everything they thought normal became scary. No more power or light. Their powers to influence earthquake and flood. She and her brother Sam had to climb the tree to survive the encounter. For the third wave, the others spread avian virus through the use of birds, and this virus killed almost everyone in their country. Her mother worked among the volunteer doctors, and she died in the process. The family buried their mother and set out to park in a refuge home. Before leaving him, she asked her father what he thought the others wanted, and he told her the world was no longer safe. They stayed at the refugee camp for a while before the soldier invaded their camp. The captain introduced himself as Colonel Vosch and told them they had reason to believe that the camp was no longer safe and they needed to bring all young kids to safety at the bus. Cassie realized they had forgotten Sam's teddy, so she ran out to get it. Before she returned, the bus had moved. She overheard the soldiers talking to the adults. Vosch informed the adults that the fourth wave of the invasion had begun, and the others were now out of their spaceship. They eat into the human brain and process a person, and there was reason to believe they were at that camp. He said the invasion is easier to note in kids, but for adults, it's difficult. After the massacre, Cassie entered the room and saw her father's corpse. She ran into the woods for safety. Meanwhile, at the Air Force Base, all the recused kids come down from the bus, and were taken for medical testing. Ben, whose parents had died, lost. Ben incapacitated the extraterrestrial force immediately. Cassie was in the woods, the fourth wave had begun, and the others were now making moves to destroy all survivors completely. So no one could be trusted, she walked inside the woods alone. As she struggled alone, she would write all her experience in a journal. It was during her struggle that she got to the supermarket. At the Air Force Base, Vosch admonished the kids brought into the force. He told them the fate of the whole country lies in their hands, and they do not know what the others may do for the fifth wave, and if the fifth wave were successful, it would make the end of human existence. The new military officers started their training. Upon leaving the supermarket, Cassie entered a road full of dead bodies. She was attacked by one of the others, and a sniper shot her. She collapsed and woke up about a week after. As she woke up, she found herself in a room and pretended to be asleep. When the helper left the room, she tried to find her gun to no avail. When the man returned, she asked him for her gun, and he told her he didn't see a gun with her. He introduced himself as Evans and informed her he saved her when she collapsed. She asked him how far she was to the Air Force Base and informed him she wanted to save her brother. She asked him why he saved her, and he said it was because he could not save his family. Later that day, while Evans cut some woods outside, Cassie entered the room and found her gun. She hurriedly felt Evans was an enemy, so she packed her bag and attempted to leave. Evans caught up with her. He saved her from the others and the wooder brought her back home. She insisted she would find her brother, so he offered to go with her. She was doing fine before the Air Force found her with the bus. That day, the colonel called Ben. He told him that the others had begun the fifth wave, and they had now invaded the society. He said they would wear a hat, and anyone that showed green on the glass was part of the others. The colonel asked Ben's team to go for the fight. In the woods, Cassie and Evan bound together. She showed him her family's picture and her best friend's picture. That night at the base, Sam was scared of the mission. He told Ben that his sister used to sing a song to him, and Ben sang the song with him before sleeping. The next night, the members of Ben's team went on their mission. That night, Evan and Cassie made out and slept in a car. The team shot at everyone that had a green light. At a point, Ringer said she was tired of the army, and she wanted to go back to living on her own. She removed the tracker kept in them by the arm, and she immediately started showing green. Ben noticed something was wrong, so he removed his tracker too. He realized they had been tricked, and they were the fifth wave. The team figured that the Air Force base was a base for the others. To save his team's life, he asked Ringer to shoot him while the others ran away. In the car, Evan slept. He came out of the car, and a member of the others attacked him. He fought with the man, and during the fight, Cassie figured Evan was also another. After the fight, Cassie pointed her gun at Evan, and Evan confessed that he was a sleeper agent. He told her that the others had visited Earth before, and they kept some humans as sleeper agents. He said when he saw her, his humanity woke. She refused to believe him, so she asked him to let her go. Before releasing her, he told her that everyone at the Air Force base was others, and they were manipulating the kids to kill the other humans. And the kids were the fifth wave. Ben returned to the base injured and reported his teammates as dead. The army rescued him while medicals under Sergeant Resnick. During her medicals, Sergeant Resnick asked her if she had any family left and kept the tracker in. Cassie left the medicals and killed the securities on her way. Meanwhile, Vosh figured Ben knew something, so he called Ben and asked to know how Ben single-handedly survived. Ben lied that it was Faith, but Vosh convinced him to talk. He told Vosh he knew who space the other wants, and humans would have done the same if they were in the same position. While they talked, news about the death of Resnick got. Ben used the confusing time to escape and ran out to find the intruder. He saw Cassie, he told her he was her high schoolmate, and he understood what the facility was for. She informed him she was looking for her brother Sam. He told her Sam was leaving with the other kids on the plane and they should work together to save Sam. They ran together to find Sam, and they met Evans on their way. Evans told Cassie that he had decided to help her and he would bomb the facility after all the children left. Cassie went among the kids and found her brother. She took him into a room to pick them up. Vosh and the recruit escaped to another facility called the Wonderland. They met with the remaining members of Ben's group, and they prepared a meal. Ending the movie, Cassie pondered on the hope of humans. She said it was their hope that made them survive. Thank you for watching the recap. Kindly subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post the next recap.